In this video, I'm going to show you how I'm ranking for competitive keywords like family law marketing, social media for lawyers, SEO for personal injury, link building for lawyers, and you can see the jump that's happening in these keywords over a very short period of time, completely automated. I'm going to show you how I'm getting the content done with AI. I'm going to show you how I'm building the links in less than 10 minutes each link. And I'm going to teach you how you can do SEO as a one-person team and rank for brutally competitive keywords. So let's just start by running through what this process looks like for me. So over here, I've got the step-by-step laid out, also what you need in order to execute it. So let's just run through this real quick. So I like to start using an original video. Now, I make a lot of video. When we come over here and look at our agency's YouTube channel, you can see that we're publishing 1 to 2 videos per week. They are all targeting very specific topics about law firm acquisition and marketing, SEO, Facebook ads, filming video, PPC. I do some interviews over here. Now, all of this content is important because you need an original source for content, right? You could be coming up with content topics on your own. You could use AI to come up with content topics, but if you do, you're probably going to struggle a little bit because when we think about what AI is doing to content, especially written word content, SEO content, is it's leveling the playing field. It's commoditizing, it's grounding everything down to dust. So if you just go to ChatGPT and you're like, hey, give me 10 topics about lawyer marketing, sure, you can do that. But if you don't have a unique point of view, a unique thought, or what I like to call a thesis, your content is always going to fall short. Because at the end of the day, it's not just enough to do this, right? If somebody sees that content, they're going to have to want to take action on it. Our content books 100% of our inbound consultations for our agency. So our content is really, really important. And that's because our content has this unique thesis, right? If you went to grad school or law school or any sort of college and they ask you to write a paper, you need to come up with a thesis. It's a unique idea, it's a unique point of view, it's a unique thought that you only have. If you can start with a unique thesis, a unique point of view that you have, then you can build content off of that and use the AI to elaborate on it. And then you start with an original thought. Again, if you just go and you just ask AI to come up with stuff, it's going to come up with stuff that's already available. So your business, your brand, your agency needs to have this unique point of view. So our agency, if you just go to our homepage, you can see very clearly what our brand's thesis is. We have this concept that law firms struggle to get leads from Google because they're just not doing enough. You put all your eggs into the SEO basket or PPC basket, it's just not enough. You need to be showing up for local service ads, PPC ads, local maps pack, content, traditional organic, inside of Avo, FindLaw. All these different platforms are all inside of Google, and it's diasporating, it's fracturing the attention from searchers. So if you're not present in all those different places, if you're just doing PPC, you're only showing up here, it's not going to be enough. The ROI isn't going to be there. So we have this entire thesis that we've built and we've developed over time that you're failing at your lead generation in Google marketing because you're not doing enough. You're only doing a free piece of it. Now, we're also expanding on that because we're starting to offer Facebook ads and we're saying, okay, now, even if you do all that, a lot of lawyers are just priced out of the market. Paid ads are too expensive. SEO is too slow. They can't afford to pay 12 months of services to not return on their investment. So Facebook offers a more democratized approach because of all the opportunity that's available inside of the Facebook feed versus Google feed, right? So we're spinning all these different pots, but that's the beginning part that we feed into every single piece of video that we create. Now, again, you might not be creating video. There's other videos that you can use on the internet to follow this process. I'm not telling you to steal people's content, but it's a good starting point to grab other information and feed it through this process. So step 1 is getting that original video. Step 2 is getting it uploaded to a platform that's going to do video to text. I like to use this platform called PodSqueeze. Then I take the transcript from that video because we can't just take a video and upload it to Claude or ChatGPT. It's not able to read video yet. We need to get the actual transcript from it. Then I'll use Claude, my preferred AI writing tool. I've trained it a lot to then write a blog post, write web content for it. Then I publish it and then I get links. So let's just go through this process. Let me show you exactly what this looks like. So again, here's my YouTube channel. I've got some ones on here. This is a video that we're publishing. It's about our 8-step process to run Facebook ads, right? So Facebook ads for success, 8-step process, blah, blah, etc. So the concept that we want to come up with here, we want to publish a blog post on our website about the Facebook ads process for lawyers. Now, you can take this and do some keyword research for it if you want. I recommend that you do if you're not familiar with it, but I'm so close to this information, I know kind of what the keywords are about. So what I'm going to do is download this video. So I have the raw video file. I've already done it. But again, right, and I'm not telling you to do this, but I'm saying that you can do this, is you can come to YouTube and these are all going to be very unique thoughts, right? Because if you think about it, Google can't see this information. ChatGPT can't scrape this information. So you can grab other people's videos and you can download them using these free YouTube downloads. You just paste it in, grab it, and whatever. So again, I'm not telling you to steal other people's content, but I am saying that this information is unique because if you go to ChatGPT and say, give me information on Facebook ads process, it's going to scrape what's in the database, what's out there, but video's not in that database, right? So it's a little bit of a hack, still a little bit of a blue ocean space, right? So then we come over here to Pod Squeeze, and you literally just upload the video directly to it, right? And I've already done this too to save you some time. And then it transcribes it for you. So now we have this transcription right here. So I can just take this, we're gonna come over here to Claude. Now, what I love about Claude is the ability to set up these projects. So I've got all these different projects set up. What's cool about these projects is you can basically train them on what you want from. So you can add this project knowledge over here to train this specific AI assistant, if you will, on what you want. So when I come down here, you can see I've trained it on what I want this to be, my copywriting framework, problem agitate solution framework, how I want blog posts formatted, structured headings, titles, etc. And then also a little bit here from how to turn the video transcript I'm gonna give it into a blog post. Now, how did I get this information? I literally went to Google, I took a blog post and I copied it in here, right? So now let's go ahead and build the prompt that I want here. So here's the prompt that I gave it. Attach this transcript from a video. I want you to write into a blog post. The audience is lawyers. Main topic is Facebook ads process for lawyers to generate leads. You will need to contextualize the transcript to fit that narrative. Please write in paragraphs, not bullet format. Paragraphs should be short, concise, and punchy. Paragraphs should never be more than 3 sentences. I put this in here because Claude tends to write like bullet points. And then here are some keywords that can help you out as well. I literally just came over to ChatGPT to ask it for keywords surrounding the Facebook ads process. So I'm just gonna come over here and drop this here. And now we're gonna let Claude go to work. All right, so Claude got us started over here. So I'm just gonna come over here and drop this here. And now we're gonna let Claude go to work. All right, so Claude got us started over here. And let's just take a quick look through it. So when it comes to optimizing AI content, we never use the first kind of go around here, right? We always wanna make sure to iterate on it. What I love about Claude too is the ability to just come in here and say improve. So if I were to come here and say, like, to me, the opening paragraph is always super important. So I'm gonna come and say, so it's cool. And then we can literally watch it just rewrite this opening section for us, which is pretty powerful stuff. So what I'm also gonna tell it to is like, this is just a little bit too thin here, right? Like, we need examples of offers. Please expand on this section a lot. Give examples of offers from injury attorneys and business attorneys. It's not enough to just come in here and just let it kind of take the first crack at it. The key to using AI is to make sure that we're constantly iterating on it, but you need to know what the end outcome should look like, right? If you just come in here and paste this into your website, it's just not going to do that well. You know, the longest part of this entire process is going through this and making sure that, you know, it really understands what it should be building here. So I'm going to have it go through and do the same thing for all these sections, right? Like, I'm just going to have it come in here and say, all of these sections are too thin and you need examples. Remember, we are speaking to attorneys. They need to wrap their heads around this. So I basically just had to go through and I'm asking it to give more examples for all these different sub bullets now here as well. So after I iterate on this, what I'd like to start doing now is just starting to put it in WordPress. So I'd like to take this, you know, step by step here. Our first client base. I'm a big fan too when it comes to like formatting is important here. You know, I like short punchy sentences, letting things kind of live on their own. I'll also do things like, you know, adding in block quotes here. So when we preview this, I can show you what this looks like. It just breaks up the eye pattern, you see, just looks a little bit cleaner here. When we do stuff like that, emphasizing, you know, we'll go through and do like internal links as we do this too, but let me just kind of show you how this works. So step one here, take this, paste it over. Now, I also will always embed my videos here, so I'll do that later. Facebook ads for lawyers. Again, formatting to me is also, like, I just look at this and I see kind of a wall of text. So I might do something like this, personal injury attorneys. If this is an H2, let's make this H3. Clean that up a little bit. Business attorneys, H3 this here. It's also putting the keywords. And then what I'll do too is, like, for every section, I always like to try and add images, right? So if we're doing something like this, you know, car accident calculator, I'll usually just come over to Google and just Google it and see what I can do. Or, you know, I'll grab a screenshot from unique content to add here. So I'm not going to bore you by going through. I'm just going to do this first section so you can see, you know, how I'm going through building these, optimizing these. I'll show you an end one that I just did yesterday so you can see what the full one looks like. So I'm putting the title, alt text in here, right? So after I would go through, and I would still go through and iterate on this too. So as I'm going through and reading this, I might say something like, can you put this in bullet format? Can you add some data, citing some data here? But again, I'll just go through and I'll just, you know, add this text in here. I'll also say, you know, like, give me a shorter title and meta description, right? So I'll ask it to help me fill out a lot of this additional stuff here, just to fill it all out, right? So we'll say this 8-step process, 8-step Facebook ads process for law firms, something like that for now. And then we'll title this Facebook ads process lawyers, right? So again, you kind of get the picture here. Then I'll also go through and just add internal links. That's very easy to do. And then after I publish this, right? So I'll add internal links to other stuff here. Then after I publish this, I'll have this URL here. And what I'll do is to add internal links to this, which is important, right? I'll do this site search on mine, and then I will pop open every single page on my website that has Facebook ads. I'll edit the page, and I will add, I'll just go to the page and find, you know, where Facebook ads is mentioned, and I will, you know, add the internal link, right? Bang, done. So that's how I'm building it, and then I'm publishing it, and then we're done here, right? So I just want to show you some pages that are done here that are completely written by AI. This one that I just did yesterday is written by AI. This one is written by AI. All of these ones, all of our interviews are written by AI too. So, you know, you can see that they look good. They're 100% unique and they rank really, really well too. Now, the final piece of this, right, if we come back over to our process here, is to just build links, to get links to this content. So I like to use this platform called Media Lister. It is a vendor marketplace where I can just come in and I can basically just buy links off rip. So it's a super easy platform to use. I have no affiliation with them at all. If you want to, tell them that I sent you over, that's great. But what I love about this is I can search by keyword, right? So, and then it has an associated price with it. So something like this right here, I can take a look at the website. I can see if it's a good website. I can see if it is a spammy website. This looks a little bit spammy to me, right? I can just tell that that is a, so then I'll also like take these and put them into Ahrefs to just see if it's a good website or not. You know, I don't like the spikes in traffic, but you know, overall this looks like a solid website, but you know, you got to use a determination if you want to pay this price for it. So, you know, let's just say I move forward with this one here. It's pretty cheap. I'll do this one. So then what I'll do is I'll just add it to cart, book now. I've got all these other ones in the cart, but let me just show you like some examples of what I do. So you basically add to cart, you pay for it, and then you literally just come in here and you just write the article that you want and paste it. Now, how do you write the article? Well, you're going to use you're going to use Claude here. You can use the same thing. So you can say, can you write me another version of this post, but make it 1,500 words and make it completely different and focused purely on personal injury lawyers. So the reason why I told it to do this is because I'm literally going to take this, right? When it comes to link building, to me, it's important to get something that's unique, right? But also relevant to what we want to link it to. So if we're going to get links to this page, wouldn't it make sense to have articles that are very, very similar? So again, you can see this is different, it's unique, and it's also unique because it's written for personal injury. And now, here are the opportunities for me to just drop links in here. So I literally copy this, paste this into Media Lister, add the links in that I want, submit it, and then I'm done. And I would do this 3 or 4 times. I usually spend like $300 to $500 per page, per post. I'm getting these insane SEO results. I've cut out the need for a writer. I've cut out the need for a link builder. Man, I'm telling you guys, what a time to be alive. You can do all this end-to-end. SEO is becoming a one-person job. Don't let anybody tell you differently. If you want more information like this, make sure to check out the blueprint.training. I do trainings step-by-step over the shoulder, teaching you how to run your agency using AI, using systems, using processes, getting more profit and getting better results for your clients. If not, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.